This is your literary performance challenge for week 2. And just a note about the second paragraph next to the last sentence. At some speeds it was read, "I am afraid that we need to think about this again." It is written, "I am afraid that we need to think again about this," period. So that is the way I'm going to read it. Okay, here we go. Paragraph. Mr. Chairman, comma, I rise to support this bill that is before us today, period. It is very important. It is a very important bill because it concerns the welfare of our children in this country, period, paragraph. The other day, I saw a picture of a child in a magazine ad, period. He was only a bag of bones, comma, and it might be too late for him already, period. A lack of food and good health care may have already caused him to not grow any more, period. It is possible that he already has a serious disease, period. We always think that this type of thing does not happen in this country, period. I am afraid that we need to think again about this, period. It has happened in the past, and it is still happening now, period, paragraph. You do not have to look very hard to find children sleeping 6 in a bed with bug bites all over their bodies, period. You can walk through an alley in any of our big cities and find children who are going through the trash cans in order to find something to eat, period. They grow up this way and they simply do not know any better, period. It is do this to survive or die, period. They learn negative things from their parents, like how to avoid the rent collectors and how to stay out of the way of the police or how to steal from the government, period. Mainly, they just learn how to survive in a system that does not help them at all, period. It is not easy, comma, and it is not being made easier by our attitude toward them, period, paragraph. We have put all poor people together, whether they are ill, comma, out of work, comma, or drug addicts, period. We have found a perfect place for them, dash, under the carpet, period. We build great highways to go around where they live, period. If their homes are too bad, comma, we tear them down and send them to a place where they do not want to go, period. We do everything that we can except weed out the roots of poverty, period. When they have more children than they can afford to raise, comma, we shake our heads, comma, and we are surprised to see that they do not care about what we think, period. For some reason, comma, we expect the poor to have the same standards and values that we have, period, paragraph. A famous writer once said that, quote, the rich are different from you and me, end quote, period, end quote. Well, comma, so are the very poor, period. For one thing, comma, they are always reminded of the differences between their lives and ours, period. In too many cases, they learn to hate anyone who is better off than they are, period. Some are very angry because their young people are out of school and out of work, period. There may be many reasons for this, comma, and many of them find their places in the gangs that are available for them to join, period. At least at some point, they feel they are accepted, period, paragraph. As our young people continue to grow in numbers in the years ahead, comma, these out of work, and that's out dash of dash work, and out dash of dash school, young kids will swell the ranks of the unemployed by huge numbers, period. They will populate their own kind beyond control. Paragraph. What is the solution? Question mark. We must invest in these young people and treat the cause of their problems and not just the effects, period, paragraph. Many of our job programs do this, period. They try to salvage these young people and offer them hope and a chance to better themselves, period. What we will try to do is offer these kids places where they can begin to work, period. It will see to it that they have good food, comma, clean clothes, comma, fresh air, comma, and older people who will invest time and money into making their lives better, period. No teen in this program will ever feel the need to join a gang in order to feel accepted, period. They will have teachers and job mentors who will guide them and help them to find success, period. They will provide safe places for them to work and will also provide the health care they need in order for them to feel better, period. Their work projects will be supervised by people who really care for them and are interested in them making a better life for themselves, period. They will learn basic life skills, period. Maybe they will learn to drive a truck, comma, or even to cook, period. There is plenty of work available for them to do, period, paragraph. Each young person will be working with a job counselor, period. They will help them learn what their skills are and help them develop them, period. They may even help them get into the educational system and become productive students, period. It really is a good thing that we are trying to do for our young people, period, paragraph. Will all of these kids on the streets take advantage of this? Question mark. Of course not, period. There are some that we know that we cannot reach, period. But we will not know how many we can help unless we begin this program and go into our cities with this help, period. I know there are many wonderful kids out there, comma, even living on our streets or in their cars, that will take advantage of this program if they are told about it, period. How many more lives do we need to waste before we try something like this? Question mark, paragraph. I believe this is very good legislation, period. It has been well studied and looked at from every point, period. I believe that most of you sitting in this room today believe that this is a very good thing to begin to do, period. I am hoping that we will be willing to vote to pass this bill, period. We must save our young people, period, paragraph.